I'm on level. What are you up to? Wait, what is going on with your top?
Nothing.
No, you definitely got some. Why are your arms so big?
My muscles.
Luca, unless you've literally doubled in size overnight, they're not your muscles, mate. What is that? Have you stuffed something up your sleeves?
No.
Well done, mate. It takes a big man to admit. Have you drawn your abs on?
No, I'm cutting.
Cutting, yeah?
Backwards.
Good morning and welcome to another video. Morning, bro.
Luca.
It's Luca. We are in Greece, Antiparos to be precise. It is Daddy. So, Antiparos. We're back in Sears' dad's house. Why am I in Sears' dad's house? This makes no sense. I don't understand why I would be still. Double side. I've actually been in my house the whole time. I actually in my house. This is real life now, so you can relax. Today is going to be a full day of eating, which means it's going to be a full day of eating. So essentially I just like eat and do stuff, hang out, film the day, that kind of thing. So if you're excited for that, give the video a like. In other exciting news, today I'm going to track my calories and macros for the first time in a while. I tend to do this every maybe couple of months, or I don't know, maybe more frequently than that, depending how I'm feeling, just to give me an insight into where I am in that sense. I've been saying recently that I'm going to be maintaining on around 5,000 calories. I reckon that's roughly where I am now, so I figure if I track my calories and macros for the day and I'm around 5k, that's good news, I can carry on. If I track my calories and macros for the day and I'm at like 12k, then I'm probably going to die, so it'll be, yeah, like I said, fairly insightful. Now, with that said, we need to have some breakfast. There is currently no breakfast on offer. Sears and Luca have skanked me off and gone to some kind of hit thing, I think it is, and where I think Sears does like some kind of hit training and Luca just kind of bums around on the grass and just generally is annoying, but who cares? Let's get some breakfast. I'll catch up with you when some stuff is ready. And as if by magic, breakfast is in front of us and I'm on the squeakiest stool in the freaking world. I don't know why I always forget and I sit on it and then I'm just constantly infuriated by the ridiculous squeaky noises it makes. It's literally from like 1920. I don't know why it's still in our house. I'm going to throw it away today. Also, on a side note, I'm feeling a little bit, but like a tiny bit ill. Like, Sears' sister has been over this week and she's had tonsillitis, and now like I'm concerned. I mean, I've never had it in my life. I'm hoping I haven't. Like, I'm reckon just like a mild cold, you know, but if I have tonsillitis, I'll be furious. I'll like cut my arm off in outrage, which actually will be good because then the pain of the arm cutting off will distract me from the ailment and then it will seem fine, right? Anyway, breakfast is here. So I have 170, no, so I've weighed out my breakfast because I know how anal you guys are about that. Is it just me or do you find using the word anal very uncomfortable? Like, I know it's a legitimate use of the word, but I'm never going to feel comfortable using that word in that context. Yeah, I have 175 grams of fruit and fibre. I have 300 millilitres of milk, whole milk. And then I have water with a scoop of whey from my protein. And then I have a banana. So what I'll do is put the macros and the calories for this on the screen for you right about there. Solid numbers. And then I'll eat. Now, breakfast is always going to be like my smallest meal of the day because I said it like every video. I'm not really fussed about breakfast. It's the one time of the day where I'm not really interested in food. I could easily, I mean, if I was ever fasting, I could easily fast through breakfast and have no issues there. It's not until kind of lunchtime where I start to feel like eating some food. But yeah, let's eat some breakfast and then I'll catch up with you afterwards. And breakfast is done. I had a coffee as well, by the way, but I'm not going to track it because I can't be arsed and it's like 3 calories, so it'll be a complete waste of my time. I'm out to the gym, about to go in and train back and biceps. It's going to be a slightly like shortened session only because where I trained up at ProMix the other day and did legs, I had to like shift things around a bit. So long story short, I ended up training back and biceps like less than 48 hours ago and did quite a lot of volume there. Plus my elbow's been a bit sore recently, particularly this one. So I figure if I do those today, I'm probably going to like destroy it and have to like lose my elbow or get some kind of bionic elbow, which would be sick, but also impractical in the short term. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a slightly shorter session. Trains actually felt really good this week. Like I basically, having those 2 weeks off in Greece, like I definitely think it's helpful. I'd always recommend, like if you are in a bit of a rut in your training, you're feeling like, you know, things are starting feeling a bit kind of slow and crap and like you're not really making progress, have a little mini break, because like I said, for me, in my experience, as long as your frequency isn't like mega high, having like a few days to a week, or maybe even like I've had 2 weeks off, it gives you like a chance just to kind of reset everything, your body gets nice and fresh. And although the first week back might be a little bit kind of tough going, from that point on you should start to feel really good and start to see some nice progress. Anyway, with that said, let's get in and train. I thought I'd do the spin and I'd be in at the end of the spin and come out and be in the gym. Never mind. How did you get out here? And more importantly, where are all the items I was clearly carrying on the way into the gym, like my keys and towel and stuff? That's weird. Anyway, training is done. Felt good. I was in there for like an hour, so not too bad. People ask me all the time how long I train for, how long I'm in the gym for. Typically, like an hour and a half to 2 hours, but it depends on the type of session. And also, like if I'm in a rush. If I'm in a rush, I can normally knock it out in like an hour like today. If I have more time, I will take more time in between my sets, get some kind of higher quality work in, and maybe go for some heavier stuff at the start. But yeah, it does like fluctuate from day to day. Anyway, it's lunchtime. Let's go home and get some lunch. That whistle signifies lunch is ready, and have a freaking look at that, baby! So, says AKA...
Well, hang on, you can't actually see any of it.
Alright.
It's too bright.
Really?
It's too sunny.
Get a little focus on it.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Yeah, it looks pretty sick, right? So this is like, what's the bread called? Thingy bread, brown special bread.
Thingy bread, yeah. That's
Rye
exactly
bread, what's it called? It's got a
Rye
special
bread,
name.
yeah.
Rye bread, yeah, rye bread, which is, as far as I can ascertain, it's just way thicker and more rye-y than normal bread. Got a combination of stuff on them, like sour cream, mustard, ham, cheese, avocado, lettuce, etc. Basically, why I am massively appreciative of Sez making this sick meal, I'm actually quite annoyed because it's going to take about 6 hours to work out the calories and macros in this, but I'll do my best. I also have some like fake Doritos, which are quite stale, but I like them stale for some reason. Anyone else find that? Stale crisps are better than normal crisps? They are. Like I just don't, not mega stale, but just a bit stale so you can kind of chew them a bit more, you know what I'm saying? And then I've got some red pepper hummus because it's nice, and I have a drink because I like to drink things, otherwise I tend to die of dehydration. I'll put the calories and the macros on the screen right about there in the space that says is perfectly allowed for me to put this. What are you doing?
You're looking the wrong way.
What?
I've decided the space is over here.
Okay, I won't put them there, I'll put them there because Sez is a goon and she's trying to make my life harder. Is there space over that drink? I feel like I'm trusting you here, Sez.
Yeah,
well, it's there now, it's there, it's hovering there this week, so if it's not enough space it's going to look stupid. Never does, blame it all on Sez. And also, before I eat this, what was that, Sez? What's the time? That's funny because you wear and watch yourself. I can tell you on my new sick Vincero watch. You probably noticed this over the last, like, however long the vlog is, 7 minutes. Basically, they got in contact with me, a company called Vincero. They sent me the watch. I've been wearing it for the last couple of days, and I freaking love it. Like, I'm not a big watch man. I don't typically wear watches that often, but I thought, you know, why not? It looks nice, and I really like it. Like, basically, the whole thing is that it's like, it looks and feels like a way more expensive watch, whereas actually it's pretty, like, affordable for what it is. The strap is like genuine Italian leather. Italian. I'm Italian, so it's a factor that makes sense, and I use it in the gym because I'm starting to integrate like timing my recovery periods between sets back into my training, because it makes like managing like variables like your recovery time is a massive variable that people tend to underestimate. It's obviously very important because if you were to have, like say, 5 minutes recovery versus 1 minute recovery, the quality and workload you can produce is going to be significantly different. So it's really important that you do manage that to some extent. And when you're tired, it's really hard to have a gauge of how much time has gone by. Anyway, it's a sick watch. If you want to get one, there'll be a link in the description, so feel free to go and use that. But for now, I'm going to eat this one, I think. First, I'm going to do a sick upwards pan just so it looks smooth, you know? Transition, hashtag transition. Hashtag says is transition. Hashtag you can't put an apostrophe in a hashtag so it wouldn't actually read as says is transition, it would read as says is a transition.
Oh, cake.
Hi guys, so, update. This is a bit of a cake fest. So, we've come to a place called Lathe Barn, which is like a barn with cool stuff for Lucas. Oh, this is really good by the way. It has like go-karts and animals and like weird stuff to do. Also has a tea room slash cake, what's it called? Tea room? Cake room?
Tea room.
Cake zone?
The cake zone.
So we've got a cappuccino and then a lot of cake. This is toffee apple. I just had a bite and it's very, very good. Jeez, I'm going to nail that in like 3 bites. That is obviously classic Victoria sponge. That is lemon drizzle. Another classic, like, not a, I mean I like it, it's not one of my best cakes. I will you now. And then obviously scones with cream and jam. If you pronounce the word scone, you're a freak. And I'm going to set fire to your house while you sleep. Luca, what are you eating?
Cake.
A cake, okay. Luca just calls anything cake that's like mildly spongy basically, which is a lot easier to comprehend. Is it good? Yeah, good bro. So, calories and macros. What I'm going to do, I'm going to eat that 1 scone. Pardon? You want butter on it? Okay bro, in a minute. Cream jam, and then you're going to eat all of that, aren't you? What about the other Victoria sponge? I'll eat that, let's be honest. So I'm going to eat those 2, that, a scone, cream and jam, coffee, and I'll work out all of the calories and macros for that stuff and put it on the screen right there, which says currently is giving not too much space, so it looks weird, just enough space so it fits nicely, sandwiched in between. Don't move it because that will look weird and it will be annoying for the viewer, says. I'll tell you what, this is outrageous. So, oh my god, so just quickly try this quickly. Just give everyone like a noise feedback. Come on, yeah, but it doesn't, it's just nice.
The icing's really good.
What'd you give it out of 10?
Strong 8.
Impressive, and Sarah doesn't like apple, so that says a lot. Right, we're gonna hang here, eat some apple, and then like probably eat some apple, eat some cake, and then probably do some stuff. Hey guys, just casual vlog. Whoa! Right, it says casual vlog on the pedal powered go-kart. Kind of like, you know how in Greece I was vlogging on the quad bike with the sick scenic background. This is like just like a way less cool version of that. I'm on a manual go-kart and there's like a field full of sheep behind me. Also, where is our child? Fully going to find Luca, so I'll catch up with you in a sec. Updates. We played in the go-karts until the place closed and we got thrown out, which is pretty awkward. We've now come to a pretty sick beach. This is like half an hour from my house, but it's like sandy and the tide's out, so it's quite cool looking. We've got some fish and chips. Let's pass my beer. Please, baby. Thank you. So they're encased within this box. I'm going to try and open with my thumb. Pretty big old portion, so like we'll share these. Me, Says and Luca, and Luca's got his own food, and Says will eat like 3 chips, so I'll eat the vast majority of them. What I'll do is, oh my god, set the camera up, because this is like what time-lapse dreams are made of. Although, if you're having dreams about time-lapses, you're a freak, and you're probably getting up in some kind of, I don't know, social care. So, what I'll do is, I'll calculate the calories and macros for, I guess like, 3/4 of this stuff and put them on the screen for you here. Bear in mind that fish and chips have freaking loads of calories in now. What I've done deliberately is up to this point, obviously you've been seeing the calories and macros, but I'm gonna work those all out at the end of the videos, at the end of the day, so I have no idea where I am so far with calories and macros. I say no idea, I do have an idea. I would estimate prior to fish and chips I'm probably around the 3K mark or so. But yeah, obviously I'll work out later on. I didn't want to work out as I went along because I thought that if I knew how many calories I was eating, then I would deliberately make it 5k, you know what I'm saying? So I want to try and see if my estimation is as good as I think it is. If it's not, this will be awkward and I'll probably just delete the video. But for now, let's eat some fish and chips. Right, that was good. I'm gonna cut this off, end this, finish this, wind this up, this scene, because we're being inundated with seagulls, and I am, and we've lost Luca for the second time today, over there somewhere. He's having an incredible time, to be fair. So I'll probably catch you back at home. Back home, Luca's in bed, I've had a shower, feeling like not great. Like I don't feel really bad. I'm pretty sure I haven't got tonsillitis. I just think I have like a mild cold, but I don't get ill that often. When I do, it's just like, just sucks, you know. But I've got 2 rest days, tomorrow and the day after, so I'll just bum around and I should be good to go by the end of that. I'm just eating, or I'm about to eat, banana, one of these Serene bars, because I have literally like 170 or so left. So you want a Serene bar, just come to my house and eat some. And then the pièce de résistance, or however you say that French term, one of these carb crusher bars. So it's like a protein bar from My Protein. I'll put it on my Insta story a few times. They're freaking sick. So this is the strawberry cheesecake flavour. Definitely the best one. It's got like 12 grams of carbs and 21 grams of protein in that bar. So like, they're freaking sick. Definitely recommend them. If you want to get any, use the link in my description. And also a couple of ibuprofen, because it makes me feel better. So I'm going to do that. And that'll be the last thing I'll eat today. I'll have a protein shake pre-bed. But what I'll do is I'll add up the calories and macros from this stuff, combine with the protein shake calories, and I'll put it on the screen for you right about there. And then what I'll do when I'm done here is I'll add up all the calories and macros for the day, and then when I'm finished I'll put them on the screen at the end of the video so you can see my totals for the day. And like I said, I'm intrigued to see what they are. I reckon I'm around about 5k. I don't think I'm too far over, maybe slightly over, I reckon possibly. I reckon I'm around the 5k mark. I think I've done pretty well. And although probably in slightly different stuff today than I would normally in terms of like the fish and chips and stuff, this is typically what I would eat like in terms of quantities on a day-to-day basis, which is why I say I don't track my calories every day, because I'm pretty good at estimating. And I mean, the proof is in the fact that I'm able to maintain a pretty consistent body weight for a long period of time. So I'm obviously eating like similar amounts from day to day. But yeah, I'm going to wind the video up here because we've got a couple of friends coming over in a bit. I am pretty like wiped out, so I'm just going to kind of bum around, edit this video and chat to them like the least amount possible, just kind of maintain a level of social normality while still getting my work done. In fact, what I might do is, like, I've been thinking about this for a while, just like construct like a fake mat that just like responds in like one syllable, you know, like yes, no, good, okay, then just set him up downstairs with a fake laptop whilst I'm upstairs working, which would be quite efficient in the sense that I could get more stuff done, but inefficient in the sense that I imagine that would cost a lot of money to create, and also it wouldn't be good for my social life. And also, what am I doing while I'm still talking? Why is the video not finished yet? Also, by the way, I've got a decaf coffee there, but to pick that up would require dexterity that I currently do not possess. So I'm just going to pick it up and drink it after I finish the video, and the video is ending here. So I sincerely hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow.